Alright, what's up, Yugi Tube? Magisto here. I got a new deck profile for you, and it's for Halloween. It's a Skull Servant deck. It still needs a little work, like it's a little slow, but so if anybody's got any suggestions or anything, like to anything I should take out, anything I should add, or if you just want to tell me that you think the deck fucking sucks, leave it in the comments, and yeah, let's get into this. Start off with King of the Skull Servants, main card of the deck. We got 3 of them. And he gains 1,000 for every Skull Servant in the graveyard, and Lady in White and Whitemer. And then we got 3 Lady in White. 22 defense. We got 3 of those too. They protect my level 3 and lower zombies besides herself from being destroyed by, or being targeted by battle or card effects or some shit like that. Next we got Skull Servant, the original. It's just in here to power up the king. We got 3 of those as well. 1 Whitemer. I want this to be 3, it's just I only have 1, but you can discard it, powers up king, and you can either return a Skull Servant or a Whitemer to the grave that's removed from play, or you can special summon a removed king or lady. And next for our searchers, we got Pyramid Turtles. 3 of them. Just when they're destroyed by battle, summon a zombie of 2,000 defense or less from your deck. Mystic Tomato. That's only in here to summon Lady in White because she's hard to search out of the deck sometimes. 1 Sangan for the same reason. Let's see. Then we got Card Trooper. Just to mill cards and draw and stuff like that. Zombie Master. 18 beat and discard a zombie, summon a level 4 or lower zombie, mainly a king or a lady, from the grave. Mizuki. Same thing, remove it from the grave, summon a zombie, you should all know what that does. Beast of the Pharaoh. It's only in here for one reason, and that's to combo with Black Rose with this card. Debris Dragon. And so the combo is you tune those 2, Debris Dragon. You tune these, Beast of Pharaoh, Debris Dragon, bring out Black Rose, blow up the field, and then with his effect, you just summon out King of the Skull Servants from the graveyard, and then you can attack for game if you have enough shit in the grave to power them up. And they can't do shit about it unless they have a Karibo or something. And then we got 1 Plague Spreader. Just for another good tuner. To get out the other main synchro. I'll get into that when we get into the extra deck. Dark Crusader. It's a 16 beater. And I discard any number of darks from my hand. It gains 400 for each one. So get the skulls into the grave. And that's it for the monsters. Spells. Tri-Wight. It's in here just to summon 3 Skull Servants from the grave in times of desperation. Book of Life. Revive a zombie and remove a card from the opponent's grave. We have 2. I want it to be 3, but I only have 2. I don't have a Reborn either, or I put it in here. Call of the Mummy. Really good first turn play. You get a king and a lady in your hand. You can special summon one and then summon the other, and then you're set pretty well. 1 for 1. Drop a white to the grave and special summon a king from your deck. Or hand. Foolish. Tribute to the Doomed. Just to blow up a monster and get something into the grave. Nightmare Steel Cage for times of needing to stall. Soul Release. This is like one of the best cards in the game for a lot of decks nowadays. A lot of people just don't use it for some weird reason. Very underrated. We have Ever-Living Underworld Cannon, because this deck does a lot of special summons, and it does 800 damage every time a zombie special summoned once per turn. We got Phalanx Pike. Equip it to Skull Servant, and he will gain 900 attack for every Skull Servant, Lady in White, or Whitemer in the grave. Very good. Heart of the Clear Water. It's only in here for Lady in White, so she can't be destroyed. Opti Camouflage Armor, so King can attack directly. And then we'll move on to the final part, or no, second from the final part, the traps. Magic Jammer. 7 tools. The Bandit. Don't need to explain those. Compulse. Karma Cut, just a personal choice. Discard a card, banish a monster on the field. Very good. Plus, I believe copies in the graveyard of that monster. Torrential. Gravity Bind, because this does not affect this deck very much at all. Because like most of your attackers are level 1. Barrel Behind the Door, because magic cylinders are like annoying as hell, so it reflects the damage back. Next to Be Lost. A lot of you might not know what this does. It's an old card. If I have a monster on the field, I can send another copy of that monster from my deck to the grave. So if I have a Skull Servant or a King, I can get another one into the grave easily. Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. And what this does, if I take damage from a direct attack, I can summon a level 1 from my hand and a same monster from my deck. Chain Destruction, so I can use it to get my more duplicates into the grave. And wrapping up the traps, we have Mask of Restrict, because this deck does not tribute summon, so this shuts down a lot of my friends' decks. And then, last but not least, we will get into the extra deck. We have Archfiend Zombie Skull. This is the main synchro you want to bring out. It makes your zombies where they can't be destroyed, basically. Very good. It's like Lady in White on steroids. And then the other synchro you'll use the most, Black Rose Dragon. And then there's some stuff in here just to be in here if I want to change shit up. Flame Veil Uraquazas for piercing. A lot of this stuff's rarely used. Gaia Knight, the Force of Earth. Gravity Warrior. I've never summoned this card yet, but it's just in here to be in here. Cataster. Stardust. And Ancient Fairy Dragon. And that wraps up the synchros. We run 1 Exceeds because that's all I had to put in here, and that's a Zenmaines for defense and destruction. And that's the deck. That wraps it up. Like I said, you have any tips or anything, leave them in the comments, all that shit. Like, dislike, subscribe, all that shit if you feel like it. And I think that's about it, so peace.